Hi guys, PJ here, back again doing another overview, unboxing, sort of an installation on one of these guys, reversing camera kit. Now if you've watched my channel before, you'll know I normally do as detailed as possible of the installation on specific cars with specific things. At the moment, I cannot do that for this kit, so I'm warning you in advance, this is not a detailed installation video. There will be installation clips going through the video showing you various wiring routes, etc. But we have construction where I'm doing this job, so there is an absolute ton of noise, generators, radios, you name it, can't hear yourself think. So it's not really practical for me to try and record the whole thing, and I did think this would be useful, so I'm getting it out there for you. Now the ones I'm looking at here are EcoMaster kits that I'm installing. Currently doing this one. This one basically clips over your rear view mirror. So in other words, there's like elastic at the back, which I'll show you in a minute, and it clips over. Half of the mirror turns into a screen. When not in use, it reverts back to a mirror. So it's very stealth, very nice bit of kit. Has guidelines on it. There's a couple of different ones of these. There's a sort of basic one where the guidelines are static and they just sort of stay still. And then there's ones where it actually bends as you turn the steering. It's not a big deal, but it is there. Reliability of these products, I've been fitting them for a few years now on different vehicles. Certainly a year or so ago there was a problem where moisture was getting in the cameras and causing problems with these kits. They seem to have addressed that now. It's had a bit of a redesign, so hopefully they're good. I won't know until this winter hits. But this is the box, this is the kit for this particular one. Like I say, there's another version of it here. This one comes with a little monitor look that you stick on your window screen. Not quite as discreet. Comes with a separate little camera that you have to screw to your boot lid or stick to your boot lid. This one coming with a frame that sits behind your number plate, so it's very stealthy. There we go. So what I'm going to do is unbox this now, show you what you get in the kit. So first up we get the actual replacement, well not replacement mirror, over mirror itself. And like I say, this part of the screen turns into the screen for reversing. You have a power light when it's on and another light that comes on when you hit reverse gear. There's that. Comes with a little instruction booklet there, and let's have a look underneath the back of this thing. I'll show you how it attaches. There we go. So there's a power cable, signal cable, etc. there, and these elastic bands wrap around the back of your mirror, so nice and combined. Underneath that packaging we get a bag here with sticky pads for your number plate and some cable ties to neaten things up. Obviously the number plate mount, which is this thing, hence all the holes. There's the camera that goes underneath. Some vehicles, you want it to get the optimal angle. I normally turn this around so that the camera's actually at the top pointing down. It's neater because normally a lot of boot latches sit over it just to hide it. If you've got a push button boot lid release, obviously make sure you leave enough gap, because if you put the camera down you can't get to your release, you've got a bit of a problem. But just drop it down a little bit maybe to clear it. So that's that. You will have to turn the camera around. It's on a, let me show you that little nut and bolt spindle there. So you take the bolt out, turn the camera around, put it back in again. That's if you're flipping it, so if you're putting the camera at the top, otherwise your vision will be upside down on it. Right, it also comes with video signal cable, power and earth. Now as you'll see later on, this camera from the rear will require an earth to the chassis of the vehicle, and also power from, say, your reversing light bulb. Okay, so the red wire will go to your reversing light bulb, so when you engage reverse, power comes on. You run the cable all the way down the length of the vehicle, normally through the rubber grommet on the boot lid, which is what you will see later on in the video. It's actually a muted section of the video, like I say, because the noise is so bad it's not actually worth me trying to talk you through it. And then the other end here is the female version of the signal cable, which plugs into this as you run it down the car. And once again, you have an ignition switch power, which you will take from your fuse box, so something like the heater power on and off, and an earth. And that's it. Plug it into your screen. Very, very straightforward. Like I say, I'll get on with the fit. Some of it will be muted, it will be quiet, and there's reasons for that. Like I say, I thought I'd put this video out there rather than do nothing at all. This might be some help at least. These kits are good value. They're literally about, well, £150 I believe, in that region. So they are worthwhile having, especially if you've got a longer vehicle or you've got a tow bar on the back, etc. Yeah, so they're very, very good bit of kit. So let's get on with the video, guys. what we've got here, guys, is the cable coming down from the rear view mirror. So from the actual screen itself, we've come down the trim pillar to the side of the dash, and we're earthing it here on this 10mm bolt. You can see the little earth symbol there. And then the other wire that comes from this, there you go, is power, which we're going to feed through to the fuse box there. Take an ignition switch, like I say, something like the heater. And then the other bit of cable that comes from this lovely mess is the phono that you plug into the cable that goes to the rear of the car to the camera. So we're going to go along the headlining with that one. Okay guys, we're at the front of the car now. On this particular car, the fuse box is buried behind the dashboard. We've taken a power here. This is from basically the heater blower motor. And we've used a fuse spur, so it's like a fuse doubler. These are available from eBay, Amazon, that type of place. Normally a couple of quid, very simple to get. Goes to the power. There's the power cable. Goes through the side. Comes out here. There's your earth. I've earthed it on this 10mm bolt. And it goes up the screen pillar to the mirror or display screen, whichever you want to call it. So there's the standard view, guys, with the ignition on. We got a little power light here, as you can see. And what happens is when you put the car in reverse, I've got reverse there, there we go. You have a display there, we're looking at the sky because the boot lid is up. Now there's two different versions of these display camera things. One, these guidelines that you can see here will bend and move as you reverse and turn the car. The other one is they will stay static, stay straight. Now, to be honest, they make not much difference, so it doesn't really matter which one you get, but it is a nice clear view. There you go. There's the sky. Pretty good. Take it out of reverse. Boom. Back to normal. So I guess to wrap this video up, guys, we're looking at, are these any good for the price? They seem to retail at about £150, depending on the model you get. And yes, they do give a nice clear image. The older ones last winter, I did notice some were getting water ingress into the camera part. They seem to have redesigned that. They've got a better seal on it. Hopefully they're all good nowadays. But yeah, overall, they're a pretty straightforward kit to fit if you're sort of DIY, you know, knowledgeable for electrical products on vehicles. If not, I highly recommend you get this thing installed by a professional. On that note, if you've got certain German cars or newer cars with LED lights, you are going to need extra bits of kit that aren't in this sort of quick overview that I've done here. This is sort of for your normal 12-volt bulb type installation. And in that, you are... So I'm just showing you the box here so you can clearly see everything that comes with it and all the bump that's on it. In that, it's meant to connect to a normal 12-volt switched bulb. Obviously, if you've got LED or German car with variable voltage, you're going to need extra bits. Consult your retailer about all that one, guys. But that's it. Hopefully this was of some help to you. Like I say, I couldn't do a full video, guys, because the amount of noise that's going on at the moment is impossible. So I hope in some way this was helpful to you. Thanks for watching. Catch you again next time. Bye for now.